Like the lighthouse keepers of the past across New England, the keeper of the lights holds an important position here at Gillette Stadium, sounding that fog bell and signaling it is time for football in Foxborough. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots.
Please welcome your 2026 New England Patriots.
Andres Borregalis ready to get us started. And we're off from Foxborough. On the return, it's Jalen Moore. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Well, here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his third season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
It didn't take long for C.J. Stroud to make an immediate impact into the NFL, and it didn't take long for me, Kate, to form an opinion that this guy is just different. He just processes the game quicker. Remember talking to Ryan Day on the practice field in Columbus, watching him in college, and he just alluded to that as well. It's the anticipation. It is knowing where everybody is and getting that ball out before any receiver will even break on a route. C.J. was unique in that way, and that skill set has been a big part of his success.
That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. From the gun, Marks gets it. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over him.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, and almost an opening drive pick, but he couldn't hang on. He dropped it. So the potential turnover winds up on the ground as they'll bring on 4th down. I'm flipping through, Brock. That certainly wasn't in the offense's opening script, but if you're a defender, just how you wrote it up.
Yeah, defensively, that was a week of practice and planning visualized and executed in real time.
Coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost looking on that return before he stopped. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's 3rd overall pick. He started 12 games last year as a rookie. That's Drake May.
It really took no time at all for May to prove, well, he's a franchise quarterback and worthy of that top 5 pick. Got his first start in early October, and all he did was throw for over 2,200 yards and 15 touchdowns. And don't forget about those 400 yards on the ground. He's an athlete, too.
They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Operating from the gun, here's May. Will get it complete to Travion Henderson. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a New England first down.
Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
That's taken in by Henry. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Brought down back
Well, there was
at the
never a play in any
45-yard
playbook
line.
I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Offense to the line. Second down. From the gun, it's May. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets it up a little shy midfield. Aziz Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Texans bring out an extra DB on this third down. To the air yet again, May. Short pass brought in. And they make the tackle at the 38. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First down, May. And he's tackled for a short gain. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
This is Henderson on second down. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. That's Sheldon Rankins in on the stop.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
May now on third down. Here's a deep shot towards the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Charging down the middle, and they block it! And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
That protection has got to be able to hold up for a few seconds. It has to. Those are points that aren't going on the board now, and wasted effort by their teammates to get them to this point.
Now we'll see the Houston offense for their second drive of the contest. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set. First and 10. To the air, Stroud. That's incomplete left side. Trying to get it into Nico Collins. So second down coming up.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Second and 10, Stroud to throw. This one's to Kirk out left side. Well, he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Looking to throw on third and 1. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just caught.
Just about a yard to the marker, so they're going to take the risk and go for this. Up the middle, it's Marks. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the first down.
I love watching those running backs do their drill, especially in practice where they just keep those legs turning. They keep those legs moving for situations just like that one.
First and 10 now from the 46. It's Marks on the handoff. Saw the lane, hit it quick, called out a gain of 7. Nicely done.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Sending the tight end in motion left. Now the first carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Now following the play, one of the Texans banged up in some pain. We're going to pause as he gets checked on. All set to go now from the 35. Here's a handoff to Marks, who dodged the tackle. And they're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's another Texans first down. A gain of 19 yards. And the Texans first down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Running the toss here to Marks. And no repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Brought in. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action. Fullback trying to power it across. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Texans go up 6-0 here in the first. Goal line formation, a give to the fullback powering forward. Is that Lorenzo Neal? That Tom Rathman down there, Brock? It doesn't get more old school smash mouth than that.
Yeah, I think you could go back to the early 1900s with no face masks and still find that play, that formation, and yes, sometimes even that touchdown.
Here's Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Patriots nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
The kickoff for Houston.
On the return, here's Travion Henderson. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Patriots offense headed out for their 2nd drive of the game. They had their field goal blocked last time out, so 3 points poorer on the scoreboard than they expected to be right here. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Henderson. Shoots away from one. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. The tackle there by Danielle Hunter.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They get it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
It's pretty clear you're trying to find ways to get this player in space, right? That's where he's most dangerous. But the defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came of that one.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. May now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. A pickup of 17. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Counter play, it's Henderson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's May. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Throw here, 3rd down. He finds Diggs right side. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Trying to throw for it with May. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. First down now, ball at the 33. They'll start this drive with Marks. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Stroud. They'll set up the screen here for Marks. It's a small gain up to the 38. Christian Gonzalez getting there for the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Stroud now on 3rd. He's got it, complete to Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Now a give to Marks. He doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Jack Gibbons in on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
The Texans set to punt. Marcus Jones back to return for the Patriots. And there won't be a return on this one. It's out of bounds, and the mark looks to be at about the 16-yard line. Here's New England ready once again on offense. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. May looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Patriots, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. May now. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of their 2nd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Need to get that yardage back and a little bit more, too. It's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, here's May. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Henderson here from the gun. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
He's taken down at the 50-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
So we're through 1. 7-0 is our score. More from Gillette Stadium in just a minute. Back and ready now for the 2nd quarter. It's Patriots football. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Here's May to the air. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Third and long, they're going to throw. He's got it over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's another Patriots first down.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Trying an inside give to Henderson. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play action. May going all the way to the end zone here. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field.
Backhand index pointing left, full game with, .5, .5. SOM backhand index pointing left, full game with, .5, .5. SOM backhand index pointing left, full game with, .5, .5.
And that's a New England first down.
Backhand index pointing left, full game with, .5, .5.
Because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Quick throw completed by May. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
SOM backhand index pointing left, full game with, popcorn yellow striped smile, popcorn yellow striped smile, popcorn yellow striped smile. SOM backhand index pointing left, full game with, popcorn yellow striped smile, popcorn yellow striped smile, popcorn yellow striped smile. SOM backhand index pointing left, full game with, popcorn yellow striped smile, popcorn yellow striped smile, popcorn yellow striped smile.
Drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Trying to run it in. It's Henderson. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
This is Andres Borregales trying to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots tie this game 7-7.
SOM backhand index pointing left, full game with, stop watch blue hand timer, stop watch blue hand timer, stop watch blue hand timer.
No to return this. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. This is Marks. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Stroud completes it quick. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Now Marks. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Texans, 1st down.
Oh, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
Here's a counter give to Joe. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field.
SOM backhand index pointing left, full game with, had orange whistling, had orange whistling, had orange whistling.
Off the play action,
SOM
here's
backhand
Stroud.
index pointing left, full game with, had orange whistling, had orange whistling, had orange whistling. SOM backhand index pointing left, full game with, had orange whistling, had orange whistling, had orange whistling.
3rd down, Pat's going with a few extra defensive backs this time. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Right back to Kirk, and he's got it again. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this 4th down. Ball spotted on that right. Pressure coming from the right edge, and they block it! And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
The Patriots and Travion Henderson back out there for their next series. And after watching their passing attack take them the length of the field last drive, Brock, I expect we're probably going to see a heavy dose of the aerial attack again here. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Henderson's going to take this straight ahead. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Made a throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. He dodged the tackle. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd and just 2 to go. It's Henderson on the give. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. It's a gain of 4 there, and the Patriots will have a first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Here's May on 1st and 10.
Backhand index pointing left full game rule. Baseball white pattern. American football fit.
Timing is
Backhand
everything in
index
life.
pointing left full
Timing is
game
everything
rule.
defensively.
Baseball white
That throw was
pattern.
just a little bit
American
late and gave
football
the
fit.
defense time to close, deliver a
Backhand
pop,
index
and knock
pointing
that
left
ball
full
loose.
game live. Baseball
luck on
white
first down.
pattern.
Here's 2nd and
American
10.
football fit.
Back to the air. It's May. Short pass brought in. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there.
Backhand index pointing left full game live.
Tells me these
Text
two are on
yellow
the same
gold.
page.
Text yellow
All
gold.
plays on the
Text
table here
yellow
for 3rd
gold.
and 3.
SOM backhand
Throwing
index
is
pointing
May.
left full game rule. Text yellow gold. Text yellow gold. Text yellow gold. SOM backhand index
It's a
pointing
13-yard
left full
play,
game
and that's
rule.
enough for the
Text
first.
yellow gold.
I'm not sure how
Text
this
yellow
defense
gold.
let that guy
Text
slip
yellow
through him like
gold.
that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. They give now to Henderson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
May now from the gun. This one to Williams out left side. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play event as they get set for 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
34-yard attempt.
Roy Gallis connects. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Here's Tremont Smith with the return. Jukes away from one. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Texans sending their offense, and Woody Marks out there. And standout special teams play kept these guys from getting 3 out of that last drive. Probably not looking to leave anything to chance this time around. Take this one in for 6.
And the best way to keep a field goal from getting blocked is not to even put the field goal unit on the field. The extra point unit, that's what they're aiming for.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. From the gun, Marks gets it. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. As for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Zone read, a handoff to Marks. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And that looks like it is Patriots football.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The New England offense running out now. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. So near disaster a moment ago, but the drive's still in trouble if they can't convert on third. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That's caught. This is Kirk. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. A pickup of 17. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
It's Marks on the handoff. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. Going left with Marks. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force fourth down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Tommy Townsend on the punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. So we're down inside of 2 minutes to play now in our opening half. Patriots holding the lead here at Gillette. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's May. He's got it downfield near the edge. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
That's pretty impressive, Kate. I mean, to have the awareness, the body control to not just secure the ball, but to keep both feet down on the sideline.
May on 1st and 10. To the right, and intercepted. Picked off by Darren Stingley Jr. And the Texans get the football on the first turnover of the contest.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
The Texans sending their offense, and Woody Marks out there. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle, it's Marks. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Also on backhand index pointing left, full game rule. Hands yellow, hard red. Hands yellow, hard red. Also on backhand index pointing left, full game rule. Hands yellow, hard red. Hands yellow, hard red.
It did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Couldn't connect with Jaden Higgins. And now a 4th down, staring right at him.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. It's about 43 yards for it. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that's going to tie us up just before halftime.
You know, Kate, that may not seem like much, right? Just to go 1 for 2 as a kicker, but it's a whole lot different just psychologically for these guys to see one go through because they may need him at some point later in this game.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. New set of downs for him from the 31. First down throw for May. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Jeez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. Cut up.
Also on backhand index pointing left, full game rule. Block took Rose looking up. Block took Rose looking up. Also on backhand index pointing left, full game rule. Block took Rose looking up. Block took Rose looking up. Also on backhand index pointing left, full game rule. Clock turquoise looking up. Clock turquoise looking up.
May now. You should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th-rounder Bryce Behringer to do the honors. It's fielded at the 14. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The Texans offense getting one final possession before halftime. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. Stroud from the pistol. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
We've set it down from 37. Stroud throwing here on first. I'll set up the screen here for Marks. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Houston calls it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Second and 6 coming up here. Stroud off the play fake. Throwing to the back of the end zone. And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Up and good from Fairbairn. And they've taken back the lead.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Final throw before the break. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
Kickoff for Houston.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Patriots offense out there to start this third quarter. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. First and 10 from the 32. Here's made in the air. Completed over the middle. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. He's not there by the fourth-year ball hog coming off his first All-Pro nomination, Derek Stingley Jr.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
May off the play fake. Throwing the out route complete. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a New England first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
Gets it quickly to Douglas. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They gain 11 on that play, and the Patriots will have a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
First down from the 42. They go with Henderson here. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll send him over right. Made out a throw on 3rd. He has the first over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a New England first down.
Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First down, May. Hits him on the out route. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Here's May again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark, really, from the first snap through this second half. There have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered, and that's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
Complete beyond the marker. He's in for the New England touchdown. The Patriots take the lead right away in half number 2. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots take a 4-point lead.
Patriots 17, Texans 13.
Now Borregales on to send it away. Here's Smith on the return. Escapes a defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. They find themselves trailing after the opening drive touchdown. And heck, it really set up to be an entertaining second half if they're able to answer here. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play action, here's Stroud. That one's complete, it's Bryant outright. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week. During practice, they're both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary. Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you can be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
From the gun, Stroud. Caught for big yards on the right side. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
1st down. 1st and 10.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. First down. It's a run with Marks. He picks up 5 on that 1st down run. Brings up 2nd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Shotgun now for Stroud. Finds the in route complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st down, Texans.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Running this with Marks. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Five men in the secondary now for the Pats. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. He's got it. Complete to Collins. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans grab the lead on their first series of the half. Nico Collins with the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Fairbairn now for the PAT.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans push their lead to 3.
Patriots 17.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff.
Kickoff for Houston.
Fielded by Henderson. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. First down now, ball at the 33. Going play action, May. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
May trying again here on second. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll air it out on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And he's out of bounds before he could challenge for that marker. It's 4th down.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
The Patriots have their punting unit out. Bryce Behringer, the one to send it away. And the punter earning some high fives on that one. They're going to down this kick at the 3. The Texans and C.J. Stroud all set to go for their next drive. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock, because safety really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with Marks. And he's going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
16 yards.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. When you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Stroud. Finds his man over the middle. And he takes it forward to maybe the 23. Tracked down by Robert Spillane.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Running back sent in motion left. To the air, Stroud. Not a lot available there. Makes it to the 26. Brought down by the veteran Carlton Davis.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
The Patriots adding an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down. Here's Stroud.
On background index pointing left, full game left. Face turquoise drinking coffee. Face turquoise drinking coffee. Face turquoise drinking coffee. SOM backhand index pointing left full game live. Face turquoise drinking coffee. Face turquoise drinking coffee. Face turquoise drinking coffee.
There's a reason
SOM
this is a go-to
backhand
play for
index
just about
pointing
any
left full
quarterback
game
in
live.
every
Face turquoise
situation.
drinking coffee.
they'll head up
Face
here, first and
turquoise
10 from
drinking
the
coffee.
34.
Face turquoise drinking coffee. SOM backhand index
Right back to
pointing
Kirk,
left
and he's
full
got it
game
again.
live. Face turquoise
He'll get
drinking
taken down
coffee.
after
Face
advancing this to the
turquoise
37.
drinking coffee. Face
Every
turquoise
once in a while,
drinking
it's
coffee.
fine to be conservative on
SOM
first down,
backhand
especially when
index
you get
pointing
enough to
left
stay
full
on schedule
game
and
live.
get a little
Face
something coming
turquoise
out there,
drinking
too.
coffee. Face turquoise drinking coffee. Face turquoise
Second
drinking
down now, they
coffee.
need 7. Stroud. Look at all this time. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Looking underneath for Marks. He'll have the first down and even more. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Yards on the play. That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
And the pistol, they're going to run with Marks. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Now it's Stroud. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having a clock, right? You know, and he had enough time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out, and I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses.
Third and long for him here. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. 4th down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Punting unit out now. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. New England bringing the offense to the line. 1st and 10. On play action, here's May. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Trying an inside give to Henderson. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Trying to sneak May. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on third down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
Henderson on 1st and 10. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
May now on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the 3rd quarter. It's the Patriots with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. First and 10 now from the 46. May now from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Handoff headed left. Henderson. Well, that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
May now to throw on 3rd. He completes it in traffic. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's a New England 1st down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
All set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
To the air yet again, May. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
The Texans are in the nickel, 3rd down. Again, it's May. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots take a 4th quarter lead. DeMario Douglas with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots take a 4-point lead.
Patriots 24, Texans 20.
SOM backhand index pointing left full game live. You got this, you got this. SOM backhand index pointing left full game live. You got this, you got this. SOM backhand index pointing left full game live. You got this, you got this. SOM backhand index pointing left full game live. You got this, you got this.
Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Texans sending their offense, and Woody Marks out there. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. Ooh, puts some air under this one, right side. He's got it inside the 25. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 4th quarter lead. Nico Collins with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Missed to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Texans push their lead to 3.
27, Patriots 24.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded by Henderson. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Patriots and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10.
Pointing left, full game live. Face purple, white eyes. Face purple, white eyes. SOM backhand index pointing left, full game live. Face purple, white eyes. Face purple, white eyes. SOM backhand index pointing left, full game live. Face purple, white eyes. Face purple, white eyes. SOM backhand index pointing left, full game live. Face purple, white eyes. Face purple, white eyes.
From the gun, it's May. Finds his tight end. And this one does not go far.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Texans bring out an extra DB on this third down. Here's May to the air. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. That one gains 7. And the Patriots will have a first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
First down, May. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. And it sets up second down.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Incomplete pass on first down, so still at the 40. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's May. Short pass brought in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. First down throw for May. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. We have an injured player here. Looks like it's a member of the Patriots in some discomfort. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Henderson here from the gun. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Motioning the tight end now. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Henry on the catch. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing is May. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Big moment here for Andres Borregales. This is a 44-yard look from the right hash. Kicked well, and this is good! And in the 4th quarter, that's going to tie the game.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Texans sending their offense, and Woody Marks out there. And what we saw in the first half wasn't an anomaly, partner. They kept throwing it to him as we worked throughout the rest of this game, and the results have been just as good. Texans to the line, 1st and 10. They go play action with Stroud. Hits his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. They'll run. It's Marks. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st and 10 from the 32. Now Marks. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now we'll give to Marks. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Now, I think they're going to have to stop things here. Yep, and they just did. One of the Patriots is hurt. Going to need some help out there. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Stroud off of play action. Taken in by Kirk right side. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Complete to Christian Kirk. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, Marks gets it. Makes a tackle. He's still going. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. First down now, ball at the 33. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Right side cut by Higgins. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 25 yards on the play. That's another Texans first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Here's Chubb. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Texans take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Nick Chubb touchdown. Well, you love to see it. Some tough running, kept him moving there, and gave him a chance to reach the end zone.
There's a few things that separate the good running backs from the great running backs, and it was on display right there. Your ability to shed tackles and run through contact. Sometimes that's the difference, and that's what translates to touchdowns.
Fairbairn now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7.
Patriots 27.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded by Henderson. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Patriots running their offense out there. Still time to go, Brock, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. On play action, here's May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. That one intended for Demario Douglas. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
May now on 3rd down. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. Their punter making his way out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Texans send wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with his looks all game. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Running the toss here to Marks. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Stroud. Give Kirk another one. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
1st down, Stroud. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. And now it's second down.
Second and 10.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Stroud to throw again on second. He'll set up the screen here for Marks. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Here's Stroud again. This connects with Schultz. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. And up the middle, it's Marks. Bounce outside, he is a little bit there, about 3 yards. That's going to bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Here's a handoff to Marks. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
He'll throw it. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Kaimi Fairbairn on now as we see how he handles this moment. Don't forget, the defense got in there and blocked one earlier. Up and good from Fairbairn. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Fielded by Henderson. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Patriot offense making their return to the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. May now from the gun. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's May. Finds him over the middle. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Patriots got to score in a hurry. Third and 1. Here's May. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, third and short is a difficult one to call. Do you want to run into the teeth of a defense looking for that handoff, or try to throw it to him and use the element of surprise? Evidently, well, that's one they should have run instead.
Need a touchdown and a field goal. Looks like they want the tougher part first. The offense going for it on fourth down. They'll run for this. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That's simply a bet being made that not only is your call or scheme better, but that your players just want it more than the big fellas on defense do. And clearly on that one, they did.
Man in motion here. To the air on first down. May. He completes it in traffic. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a New England first down.
First down.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
Here's May on first and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got this one down to the enemy 35 before they force him out. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's first down. Tight end going in motion here. First down, May. Diggs with yet another catch. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
22-yard line.
Here's May again. Escapes the pocket, and he gives himself up after a short gain.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun, it's May. He's keeping it again. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. Here's May to the air. Drops back. Needs an open man.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
So the incompletion on first, here's second and goal. May now. Oh, no, the ball is loose. And they jump on top of it. Oh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. Now the Patriots calling their third and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. They dodge the turnover, but still third and pretty long. They've got to figure out. To throw. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is fourth down. Desperation time here. Sends it to Diggs along the sideline. And they are They're sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
First down, it's a run with Marks. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
The tackle made.
So the Texans come away with the road win. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans, as with that, we'll sign off from New England.